Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and the Las Vegas Raiders have gone out and they have signed quarterback Garrett Gilbert. This is per Field Yates. Now, the reason why I think that this move makes a lot of sense for the simple fact of I was anticipating Josh McDaniels and the Raiders staff to go out and try to find a backup that they could believe that they relied on in case Derek went down, or at least somebody that potentially knew the system. I've also said multiple times here on the Raiders Report that I don't want the Raiders to go out and spend a lot of money on a backup, because when you're all in, you got to be all in on your quarterback as well. And personally, I believe that Derek Carr is probably going to get a contract extension very soon. I think as soon as the trade for Davante Adams ended up going down, the tea leaves started to fall. So Garrett Gilbert spent much of the 2021 regular season with the Patriots practice squad, and he has some familiarity. He has some connections there with Josh McDaniels. Now, I know I'm not home I guess I am home. I'm not at the Raiders Report right now, and I sound a lot better. In fact, I went on my very first run today since Monday in free agency. And I got to tell you, I feel like I smell like just, if Yankee Candle made a fireball-scented candle, that's what I would go ahead and smell like. But my job at the end of the day is keep you guys up to date on everything going on around the silver and black. So the news that I have for you this morning is the Las Vegas Raiders have gone out and signed a backup quarterback. Contract details are still TBA at this current moment. However, I do think the move makes a little bit of sense here for the Las Vegas Raiders. So how about this, y'all? This is what we do here. And I know I don't have anything that says, hey, type your A, B, C, D, or F. But let's do it anyway. I want you to go ahead and grade the signing of Garrett Gilbert. Gilbert is somebody who I like the fact that they were able to bring in. Somebody has some familiarity. And I brought up other names like a Jacoby Brissett. He's going to be cheaper than Jacoby Brissett. I brought up a name like Brian Hoyer. In fact, I think Gilbert's contract is going to be very similar to Hoyer. Not that I like Hoyer, not that I like Jacoby Brissett all that much. It was their familiarity and really trying to help Derek Carr learn the offense quicker, be in the meetings with those guys and be like, hey, this is what I did. This is what I've seen some success with in the past. So that's why ultimately I think that this deal ended up going down. When I tweeted this out at Mitchell Renz 365, I had a few people, they were like, who the heck is Garrett Gilbert? And Chuck is a little bit upset with me because I said we were going to go out, we were going to play with the ball, and well, the Garrett Gilbert news happened. So he's a little anxious to go out there. I promise y'all, though, this video will be quick and we'll go out and we'll play a little bit, right? So in terms of Garrett Gilbert, I know him pretty well because I live down here in the Dallas area, and he played college football at Texas, but then he went to SMU in 2012 to 2013. He was a 6th-round pick in the 2014 draft by the St. Louis Rams. Then he went to the New England Patriots from 2014 to 2015, so you're actually seeing a little bit more of an overlap there. The Detroit Lions in 2015. Then he was with the Oakland Raiders from 2015 to 2016. Carolina Panthers from 2017 to 2018. The Orlando Apollos in 2019, so not an NFL team. The Cleveland Browns from 2019 to 2020. Cowboys in 2020. And then the New England Patriots practice squad in 2021. And then he was with the Washington Commanders last season. So he's been on a few practice squads. In fact, when he was with the Rams, the Patriots the first time, the Lions, the Raiders, all practice squad designations. Maybe he's just going to end up being a practice squad style of quarterback that can come in here for the silver and black. Now, if you guys haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the Raiders Report. We're the #1 most watched Raiders channel on YouTube because we like to break it all down for you and make sure that you guys are getting the content that you want, whether it's news, whether it's rumors, whether it's me getting completely blacked out because the Las Vegas Raiders trade for Davante Adams. I believe I am a branch of Raider Nation, and this show is about giving y'all a voice. So please, don't ever think for a second I don't look down in those comments and I don't see the people who on every video type, Noti Gang, like Untouchable Raider 1960. I see you guys down there. Heck, people that are always like, hashtag talk to us Mitch. That's what the show's about. So if you could, hit the subscribe button and then go ahead and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss a thing. So I know the Raiders have been pretty active over the past few days, and really considering the fact that when you look at some of the moves that the team has made in just, I'll say, kind of a short amount of time. Also, if you hear any squeaking or if I lean forward, Chuck's going for some toys, and Well, I don't want that to interrupt y'all. But in terms of what the Raiders have done over the past few days, I believe they actually also went out and they got a tight ends coach. They hired a new coach as well, and I'm trying to look for his name as I see it fit, and unfortunately, I'm not all that quick. Okay, here it is. The Raiders also added former UMass quarterback coach Frederick Walker, and he's going to be an offensive assistant with the QBs. I don't know if there's any connections there with Gilbert or whatnot, but I think it's just them trying to bring in another guy who they believe can not only be a good coach, but can also be a good teacher. I know a lot of other NFL news went down yesterday, like the Browns going out and trading for Deshaun Watson. I mean, when you saw the Deshaun Watson deal go down, I mean, that was 3 first-round picks. Wilson went for 2. And to me, this is just, the AFC is just getting stronger. I get the fact that Watson was on the Houston Texans and they were already an AFC team, but the Browns, they're better than Houston. So this gives Las Vegas just another team that they got to go ahead and worry about here. I mean, considering the fact that the AFC West in 2022 is going to be the best division I personally believe that you have ever seen in NFL history, I can't wait to see some of the competition that ends up going down. So in terms of the Raiders' opponents this year, you got to go up against Russell Wilson twice. You're going to get Trevor Lawrence and the team that might spend the most money in free agency. You got the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes twice. Then you got Justin Herbert twice. The Houston Texans without Deshaun Watson, so that move actually will help us. Indianapolis, they're always going to be a tough team. Arizona's got a good team. San Francisco, they were a Final Four team last year. The Rams, everything the Rams have done. You got the Tennessee Titans, they won their division. Seattle without Russell helps. New England, New Orleans, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers. So really tough gauntlet of a schedule for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, tomorrow, I am also going to be going live on Locals because that's one of the things that I do. Whether it's on Locals and it's trying to get you guys that extra content. I will not be drinking because I got to give my body a rest. The only way I'm going to be drinking and partying on the show for Raider Nation is if something like monumental happens, like the Raiders go out and they sign Stephon Gilmore. I might have a few brewskis if the Raiders extend Derek Carr because I am a little bit more excited about the fact I still want to see what the numbers look like. But I do believe if it wasn't for DC, Davante Adams would have never, and I mean never, came to the Raiders. So if you guys haven't already, please go ahead, give us a follow on Locals. It's RaidersReport.locals.com. I'll say it again, RaidersReport.locals.com. That's how you can go ahead, give that, check it out. It's going to be free to watch tomorrow's live show. It's mainly always going to be free. Realistically, when I go ahead and I break down some of these numbers here. So again, decided to come on here, give you guys some news, give you guys some extra content. Sounds like the Raiders have gone ahead and they've added the backup quarterback for Derek Carr or potentially a practice squad quarterback for Las Vegas. No longer Marcus Mariota's a free agent. Nathan Peterman, Gruden's not around, so he's not going to be here. So we don't have the contract details yet, but Gilbert spent most of the 2021 regular season with the Patriots practice squad, was also a Patriots practice squad quarterback from 2015 to 2016, and has actually already been an Oakland Raider. So hopefully that deal ends up going down. And remember, if anything else happens around DC or around the Las Vegas Raiders, I guarantee you I'm going to be making a video around it. So if you guys could, go ahead, like it. It helps us out a lot. All right, y'all, this is the end of today's show. If you like what you saw here on the Raiders Report and you want to watch more videos, you can actually go ahead over here. There's going to be a box. You go ahead and click it, get more Raiders videos. If you want even more content from the Las Vegas Raiders Report, then I want you to go ahead and click this button over here. At the end of the day, I just want you guys to get as much content as humanly possible. If you like what you saw today, if you like what you heard, and if you're a diehard Raider fan that bleeds silver and black, well, then I want you to go ahead and click this box right here to subscribe to the Raiders Report.